damn, man, I get kind of emotional sometimes. So it just like falls apart in your mouth. Look at this. This is like unagi on steroids. Hey everybody, so we got a big treat today. So this is actually my 1-year anniversary of making YouTube videos consistently on YouTube for the last year. So with that said, I'm gonna go and take you guys to my all-time favorite sushi restaurant in Hawaii. This is the best affordable sushi you can ever get in Hawaii. Every single time I go and have like a special event or celebration, I always go to this place. So make sure you guys watch the very end, because I actually have AMA, Ask Me Anything. So there's all these questions that I gathered in the last couple of weeks. So I'm gonna go and answer all these questions that you guys have been wondering about me. So stick around. All right, everybody. So we are gonna go to the best affordable sushi in Hawaii. And this is actually Katsumidori. So I'm gonna go and get our lunch at Katsumidori and we'll be right back. Okay, so I just got my food right here. So we're gonna go and find a place to eat. So Katsumidori is actually located at the Prince Hotel right here in Waikiki. So if you guys go to Katsumidori, it's actually located on the first floor, so the ground level. So right when you walk in, you just go to your right and you see Katsumidori down the hallway. Okay, so I'm gonna get into my car now. We'll go to a park. All right, everybody, so we just got to a park in Waikiki, and let me show you what I got. Okay, so we have this salmon belly right here from Katsumidori. Look at how big this is. We got kani miso. So basically it's snow crab with rice, the nori around, and we got, I think it's like crab guts. I also got the assorted seared right here. We actually got 5 of these today, but I'm not gonna eat all 5 because, you know, I gotta share it with my wife. Here's a salmon skin salad. Nice and crispy salmon skin right here. We got an egg omelet here, and we got total right here. We got 10 pieces of unagi right here. Look at how big the unagi is. It's huge. It's like unagi on steroids. And to top it off, we got 8 pieces of salmon, and it has some ginger and green onion on top as well. All right, so I had to go and put some of the sushi in the cooler right here because I'm not gonna eat all of it, but I'm really excited. So every single time I celebrate anything, I always go to Katsumidori. So I've been coming to Katsumidori for a while now. And let me tell you, the very first time I went there, I was just like in shock with how affordable it was, and the quality was just like up there. So it's really a hidden gem. So if you haven't been to Katsumidori before, I highly recommend it. You know, like, I think I first went there like maybe 5 years ago. So yeah, the prices did go up since then, but this is still my go-to spot whenever I want to celebrate. So the assorted seared is the one that I always get. And when I called in my order today, I said I wanted 5. And the lady was like, what? 5? So I'll tell you guys, when I eat sushi, it's kind of like a marathon runner that ran the marathon and didn't drink water the entire time, because I just downed this like I'm drinking water. So the assorted seared, basically they go and they sear the top of the sushi. So this one right here is, man, I'm so scared that I'm gonna drop this, but here, wait. So the assorted seared has this big piece of scallop in it, and then they don't have that much rice either, which is good. So the protein to rice ratio is perfect in my opinion. So let's take a bite out of it. So fresh. We also got the salmon right here, and it has some miso paste on top of it as well, seared. I'm not really sure what fish this is, but it's like a white fish. maybe hamachi. This might be hamachi. Either this is hamachi or this. I'm not sure. Oh man, the one I just ate, that was hamachi. Yep, very good. Oh, I think this is ahi, and this is one of my favorites right here. This is a seared shrimp with a garlic mayo on top. Kani miso. So we got snow crab, and then we have, I guess they would call this the guts of the crab right here. The miso. Let me know in the comments down below if you've been to Katsumidori before. And also let me know, where do you like getting sushi from? You know what's one thing I miss about Las Vegas? I know I'm totally on a tangent, but I really miss the all-you-can-eat sushi restaurants in Vegas. In Hawaii, we don't really have that. And the ones we do have, yeah, it's not that great. Check out this toro. Look at this. So this is fatty tuna right here. Oh. That like totally melts in your mouth. Here's another one. So one of the things I like getting a lot at any sushi restaurant is actually the salmon. So if you notice, the salmon is just like flopping off the side of the rice. So Katsumidori actually goes and gives a lot of protein over their rice. They actually put a good amount of ginger today. I actually like it with a little bit less ginger, but it's still good though. Oh yeah, happy anniversary. Happy 1-year anniversary. 52 weeks of consistently posting videos. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know when you subscribe down in the comments below. Even if it's just like today, or you're like one of the original people that subscribed to my channel when I started this like 2-3 years ago. Look at this unagi. Look how much unagi they give here. That unagi, it just like falls apart in your mouth. Look at this. This is like unagi on steroids. They're basically like giving you like a quarter of the entire unagi. Wow. You know, I have never been disappointed at Katsumidori. Every single time I go there for takeout or even dine in, everything is always good. What type of sushi do you guys like the most? Do you guys like more like the sushi rolls, or do you guys like more like the nigiri style like this? Let me know. I want to know. So if you guys like unagi, you guys know where to go to get the unagi. I'm all done with my sushi. So if you guys want a hidden gem, the most affordable sushi in Hawaii, you guys definitely need to check out Katsumidori. So I would not ever recommend a junk or crappy restaurant to any of you guys. So with that said, we're gonna go and answer some questions now. So because it's, you know, my 1-year anniversary of me consistently posting on YouTube, I went on Instagram and on YouTube in the community section, and I asked a bunch of my viewers, you know, like what would they want to know about me? So it's an AMA, I asked me anything. So we're gonna go and answer some of these questions right now. So stick around. I want to give a really big thanks to every single person who provided me questions on YouTube and Instagram. So we're gonna go and answer these questions right now. Okay, so I got 2 of these questions. What high school did I go to, and what year did I grad from? So I went to Roosevelt High School and I grad in 2000. Okay, so I got a bunch of questions from Judy from Asian American Legal Focus. So if you're into law, then I definitely recommend you check her channel out. I'm gonna go and leave her channel link in the description box down below. But the first question is, why did you start this channel, And how did you decide to focus on food? So I started this channel because I was very camera shy, and I didn't like talking in front of the camera. So I figured, you know, one of the best things I could do is go and make YouTube videos. I know it's kind of crazy. So I just started making YouTube videos. So if you haven't seen my very first video, go and check that out. But during the pandemic, I felt bad for a lot of these restaurants that you know, weren't getting a lot of business. And as a business owner myself, I know how hard it can be to, you know, generate income. So I figured, you know, I have this YouTube channel. I only had like maybe like 200 subscribers at that point. So I wanted to go and promote some of my favorite restaurants in Hawaii. So that's actually how I got into it. The next question is, do you like to cook? No, I do not like to cook. That's why I eat out so much. Okay, and then the next one is, what is your favorite food or restaurant? So I love Japanese food, but I don't really have a favorite restaurant. I basically like any kind of food that tastes good, they give a lot, and it's cheap. Okay, this is a good one. What do you do for a living? So I'm actually a strength and conditioning specialist. So I spent the last like 20 something years in the health and fitness industry. I'm actually still in the health and fitness industry. I know it's kind of weird, you know, it's like I'm making YouTube videos on food and whatever's, but my actual profession, what I'm trained in, is in you know, strength and conditioning. So I got my bachelor's and my master's degree in exercise science. I'm also a licensed massage therapist, and I go and teach some health courses at the local community college here in Hawaii. During the pandemic, I actually ended up closing my gym. So I owned a private gym in Kaimoki, and I ended up closing that because I really didn't want to have to deal with the issues going on with the pandemic. So I decided to pivot, and I moved my gym online. So I do completely 100% online training now for fitness, and now I work a lot more with seniors. So I do like senior fitness and stuff like that. But before, when I first started, I actually worked more with athletes. So there's kind of like a progression of you know, my entire training career. Okay, so the next question is, have restaurants giving you free food when they found out you're a YouTuber? And the vast majority of restaurants really don't care, from my experience anyways, because, you know, I don't know if they really know what YouTubers are or what we do, but the vast majority of restaurants don't give free food. So there's only one place that did give me free food, and that was Singmate at Holomoana. So they actually gave me free drinks, and that was the only thing that I got in for free. So every single food place that you see in all of my videos, I actually go and pay for it with my own money. And since we're talking about, you know, YouTube and food and whatnot, I'll tell you guys how I actually figure out where I go. So normally I'll go to the place twice. So the first time it's kind of like recon, right? So for me, I only want to try to go and promote restaurants that I really enjoy. So if you watch my videos, you might be like thinking, man, how come he always says everything tastes good, right? And the reason is because I try my best to go and only feature places that I know are good and that I can recommend, because I don't want to be recommending anything that isn't good to you guys. And so I go the first time for recon, then the second time I'll go back and make a video if I think the place is, you know, up to my standard where I would recommend it to my friends and family and you guys. And yeah, so I, you know, technically I'm actually really paying double the amount for my videos, and you know, I'm not sponsored by anybody or anything like that. So I know some of you guys have asked, how could you go and help me out with the channel? You know, like there's a lot of you guys who went and, you know, messaged me about buying me lunch, or, you know, maybe even giving me money. You know, I really, really appreciate it, and I want to thank you guys so much. So because of that, I actually set up a Buy Me a Coffee account. So if you feel like you want to go and help support my channel, you can go and click the Buy Me a Coffee link. There's no obligation to do that, but if you feel like you want to go and help me out with, you know, buying food and whatever, I would really appreciate it. But again, there's no obligation to do that. one thing that really does help my channel is if you go and comment, like, and share my videos. Because I'm not sure if you guys know, but for YouTube, it's all about the algorithm, right? And so when YouTube sees that some video is being watched a lot or being shared or liked or commented, especially within the first 24 hours, what happens is YouTube will go and push those videos more. And that in turn will get more people to watch my content. So if you guys want to help me out that way, I would really appreciate that as well. Okay, so this next question is actually an exercise question. Sorry, it's kind of windy. I actually printed out all these questions to go and answer. Okay, so I am very deconditioned after a quad bypass surgery 4 years ago. I bought a treadmill for the bedroom and I can only do 5 minutes at a time. I have bad osteoarthritis in both knees, but the problem on the treadmill is how uncomfortable my arms and back are. I bought one with handrails and I move my arms around all over the treadmill because they are so uncomfortable. I think maybe it's because my arms are too weak and I didn't realize it. Any thoughts? I'm so confused. I desperately want to start feeling better. Okay, so the best advice I can give you in this situation right now, because you're not in front of me and I can't actually see, you know, how you're walking on the treadmill, is to go and hire, you know, a qualified trainer, or go and, you know, even talk to a physical therapist to see how you're actually walking on the treadmill and the positioning of your arms. And so with that said, I just want to say that this is not, you know, medical advice, okay? But I think one of the most important things for us to do is develop our strength. So even if you can only do 5 minutes of walking, don't feel bad about that. Little bit every day, baby steps will help you out tremendously. In fitness, we're always gonna have our ups and downs. And you know, many of you guys know, when you're progressing in progress, nothing is linear. You're gonna have the peaks and you're gonna have the valleys. You're gonna have the ups and downs, just like in life. So if you can only do 5 minutes, do 5 minutes. But I like to go and tell you to go and, you know, work on your lower body strength, like strength for your legs. So if you look up the exercise sit to stand on YouTube, you'll see a lot of tutorials on the sit to stand exercise. And basically what it is, it's a basic exercise to go and help people strengthen their legs. Because if you don't have strength, you have nothing. So one thing I like to work with people on is developing their leg strength, because our legs are basically the foundation of everything. So I hope that helps, but go and talk to a physical therapist or a qualified trainer to see, you know, what you can improve on when you're walking on the treadmill so your arms aren't as sore. Okay, so the next question is from my good friend Sumina, and she's actually a really, really good violinist. I'm gonna go and leave her information in the description box down below as well. So if you're into classical music, she's super, super good with the violin. Okay, so she asked, do you approve of natto? You know, I only started eating natto because of the K2 vitamin, K2 MK7. And the reason why I approve of the natto is because of the health benefits for your heart. So if you guys go and look up natto and K2 MK7, you'll see a lot of articles that pull up about it. Again, this is not medical advice, so go and talk to your doctor if you're gonna go and eat natto or whatever it is, okay? Okay, so next up, what piece of advice would you give or remind yourself in 10 years? So in 10 years, I would like to remind myself to always trust my gut and intuition and have faith that things will work out in the end. Okay, so another one from Samina. If you could tell your 15-year-old self one piece of advice, what would it be? So I would tell my 15-year-old self to go and learn to set boundaries, because ultimately you teach people how to treat you. And one other piece of advice I would go and tell my 15-year-old self is to go and invest all of my money to basically go and make multiple streams of income. So this is a good one. What was a breakthrough moment you had in life and wouldn't be yourself without? So when I first started college, I actually lost over 100 pounds or close to 100 pounds. And so that's like my first 2 years, my freshman year and my sophomore year. I was basically losing I lost like 50 pounds each year. And because of that, it really got me interested in exercise science. And that's actually why I picked the career that I'm in now, is helping people feeling better about themselves and, you know, getting better self-esteem and whatnot. But yeah, it's because of me basically almost losing an entire person that got me into the career that I'm in now. And if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be me. You know, I wouldn't be as understanding about people's health conditions and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I think that it's really, really important to know what it's like to put yourself in other people's shoes. And so, yeah, without that happening, I wouldn't be who I am today. Which dish have you eaten before that would be worth sacrificing your right pinky for? I would not sacrifice any body part for any food. Okay, so we're gonna talk about some martial arts now. Do you still study Taekwondo? I've actually never studied Taekwondo before, but I have been kicked by a black belt in Taekwondo. And let me tell you, it really, really hurts. Okay, so this next question, how long have you been practicing martial arts? And do you have a favorite form? So I've been doing martial arts for pretty much 30 years of my life. So yeah, like 3 decades, like literally 3 decades. And I practice the arts of Southern Praying Mantis, Silat, and Bagua. And Bagua is kind of like a internal martial art like Tai Chi. It's one of the main 3 internal martial arts. So there's Tai Chi, Xingyi, and Bagua. But yeah, I spent, you know, like the last 30 years doing it. And I don't really have a favorite form because at this point in my training, I practice more concepts than doing like set routines or forms. But of the 3 arts, which one I like the most? I actually love all 3 of them. That's why I practice them. But I do have a technique that I like, a movement, as you could say, and I'll show it to you guys right now. So what I just did was what we call the ripsaw punch. So it's a circular punch that's vertical, and it's basically kind of like a ripsaw that comes straight down the person's center. Have you ever had to use your martial arts in a real life situation? Unfortunately, I have. So I actually got attacked once in Chinatown, and I actually had to use my martial arts in that situation. Okay, so this is a good question that I got. And the question is, if I had a metal pen on me, how would I use it for self-defense? So unfortunately, I don't have a metal pen, but I do have a regular plastic pen. And I'm actually at my friend's club right now, the Chinese Line Dance Association. And I'm gonna have somebody go and basically help me demonstrate. Okay, so Tyler here is gonna go and help me with this, okay? So we're gonna have this pen, okay? So Tyler's kind of tall, let's just move. Okay, so let's say Tyler threw like a punch in my face. Yeah, so what I would do is I would use this pen as like a pick, yeah? So after when he throws that punch, I would go and take this pen right into his face, his neck, whatever you want, yeah? So slow motion, right? If he goes and throws that, I'm basically checking his arm and I can hit him, yeah? You could also go and use the pen as a way of manipulating the guy with pressure points, right? So you could use the pen and I could go and dig it in to like his clavicle right here, or you can use your fingers as well. You could use the pen right into his neck. I'm not gonna use the pen in his neck because I don't want to hurt him, but I could use my fingers and I could go and push him down that way, right? Or you could use the pen and stab the guy in the eye. So that's kind of like that's like an example of what I would do if I had just a pen on me and I was to use this as an improvised weapon in a self-defense situation. Okay, so you guys just watched me use a pen to defend myself in a self-defense situation, right? So I just want to let you guys know that in self-defense, there's a lot of variables. So Tyler was actually going and throwing a right punch at me, but I just want you guys to know that in a real fight, anything could happen. So he could throw a left punch, he could do like a double or single leg takedown on me, he could go and throw sand in my face. So I just want you guys to know that what you guys saw me do was just an example of how I would have reacted during that time and place. So if somebody was to go and throw something else at me right now, and I had that pen, I might do something different. So as a martial artist, you basically go and just do it, you know? You just kind of react to what comes at you. So you cannot go and think, oh, if somebody does this to me, I'm gonna go and do this, this, and this. Because if you think that way, it's too slow and you're gonna get beat up. You have to be like a boxer, you know, you just respond, you just react to what's coming at you. Okay, so the next question is, growing up, did you watch Black Belt Theater? If so, what was your favorite movie? So yes, I actually loved Black Belt Theater growing up. I used to watch it every single weekend. And my favorite movie was 5 Element Ninja. Okay, what is my favorite place to eat in Hawaii? So right now, I've actually been going to Off the Hook Poke in Manoa. And I go there like 1 to 2 times a week. So if you guys ever go there, make sure you let them know that you watch my videos, because all of them know who I am because I go there so often. Okay, your perfect breakfast, lunch, and dinner and dessert. It could be anywhere in the world. So my perfect breakfast would probably be Portuguese sausage, eggs, and rice. I like my eggs over easy, and I also like it with toast as well. For lunch, I would probably want a poke bowl from Maguro Brothers, Off the Hook, and from Ono Seafood. So I would want to eat my lunch at those 3 places. And for dinner, I would want to go and have a dinner buffet at the Bacchanal Buffet in Las Vegas. And for dessert, I actually really enjoy cheesecakes. Okay, so favorite fast food place. So what's my favorite fast food place? If you count poke bowls as fast food, because you know, when I go to Off the Hook, like aside from standing in line, once I place my order, I get my food, I get my poke bowl within like what, 2 minutes, if anything. So if you count that as fast food, then poke bowls at like Off the Hook would be my favorite fast food place. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? That would be sushi. I really, really love sushi. I would eat sushi every single day if it wasn't so expensive. Where do you go for the best loco moco plate on the island? Your number one? So Pioneer Saloon, in my opinion, on Montserrat Avenue near Diamond Head, has the best loco moco. They have a really, really thick hamburger patty. The gravy is good. And I really, really love the wakame rice that you can go and upgrade it with. So if you haven't had Pioneer Saloon yet, go and check them out. They're really good. Next one, we love Kahai Kitchen and Sugoi Bento. Have you tried their food? If so, what do you think? So I think Kahai Street Kitchen and Sugoi's are both very, very good plate lunch places. I actually go to both of them a lot, and you can't go wrong if you eat at any of these restaurants. Congrats on 1 year. My family and I love watching your videos to find hidden gems. What is your all-time favorite type of plate lunch? So for me, I think I like the basic type of plate lunch where it's like, you know, I'll tell you what I really, really miss and enjoy. And it was Masu's massive plate lunch on Liliha Street near Kuakini. And I loved the Aloha Weekend Special. It had lau lau, shoyu chicken, a thick slice of spam, kalua pork, 3 scoops of rice, and mac salad. That was the Aloha Weekend Special, but unfortunately, Masu's massive plate lunch has closed. But I actually like any kind of plate lunch that has spicy tuna on the side, if I can get spicy tuna on the side, because I really love my poke. Oh, and a bonus question, do you have any pets? And if not, do you want any? So currently, I don't have any pets, but when I did have pets, I'm kind of into like dangerous things. So like, I had a saltwater fish tank, and I had a lot of like kind of dangerous fishes in there. I had like a lionfish, I had a baby moray eel. I had a puffer fish. I had yeah, a lot of stuff that you wouldn't want to stick your hand into. But if I could have a pet, I would probably want a snake or a crocodile, like a baby crocodile if it didn't grow too big. My question is, do you believe that quantum physics may one day prove once and for all the existence of God? Nah. You ever thought about checking out lunch wagons in Campbell Industrial Park? So I'll tell you guys this right now. When I first read this question, I was literally like pissing in my pants because I was like, quantum physics? I don't know anything about quantum physics. But I like to say that science cannot go and prove everything. There's certain things that science just can't prove. And I think when it comes to spiritual things and, you know, God, for example, that's something that we feel within us, within our gut. And I think that's something that, you know, science can't prove. And it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Okay, so the next question. Congrats on 4K coming up fast. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Question, do you plan on doing collabs with other YouTubers? So I actually did 2 collabs earlier this year. One with my friend Ryan and another one with my friend Sumina. And, you know, the videos are like 5-6 months old, and you'll know when you see it because I have my long hair again. But I'm kind of like, you know, behind on editing video because it actually takes a while to edit my videos. It takes around like 8 hours or so to make one video just to edit. And with my other responsibilities, like my job and, you know, like my son and my family and, you know, just my martial arts training and everything, it takes some time. And so I'm definitely gonna go and work on those videos. So Ryan and Sumina, if you guys are watching, I still gotta send you guys some footage, but the videos will be out before the end of the year. And so yes, I do want to go and make more collabs with other YouTubers, and you know, I'm actually looking forward to that. But right now I'm kind of staying on the down low because, you know, until this whole situation with, you know, the C word dies down, I kind of want to stay within my own bubble. I had some family members, some relatives that passed away from this virus, okay? And yeah, you know, it's just really sad, like just the things that it's going on with everybody. So I know what it's like to have people pass away from this thing, so I'm just trying to stay as safe as I can, and that's actually why you see me eating in the car all the time. Okay, will you be doing reviews of places on the other islands? Yes, I will be. One, I feel it's safe to travel again. So I actually want to go to the outer islands, but most importantly, I actually really want to go to Asia to do videos there. So I want to go to Singapore, I want to go to Japan, I want to go to Taiwan, I want to go to Hong Kong. So yeah, those are the places that I want to go in Southeast Asia. But I also really want to go to Las Vegas and New York. But until I feel it's safe to really go and travel again, I'm just gonna kind of hold off on that. So what are your future plans for content? So I'm gonna continue making food review videos of, you know, places I really like. But I'll be honest with you guys, sometimes it is hard to go and find good places. I don't want to go and just make a video just to make a video of a food place that I don't like. So that's why sometimes you guys will see videos of me like doing like a walkthrough or, you know, like other things to kind of switch it up, because I need time to kind of find these places, right? So I do plan on doing some product reviews, and, you know, there's certain things that I really like I really like tactical flashlights. So I'm gonna make some videos on like flashlights and, you know, other cool stuff that I enjoy and I think you guys would enjoy as well. So I would periodically go and throw videos like that in just to kind of mix it up. But yeah, you know, I'll be honest with you guys, making food videos can be very challenging because, you know, like sometimes there just isn't really good restaurants out there that hasn't been reviewed already, or, you know, like it's just, I don't know, there's just so much stuff that goes on behind the scenes. But that's kind of like what my plans are, and hopefully you know, it'll be safe to travel again within the next year or so. And if that is the case, then you guys are definitely gonna come along on the ride. All right, everybody, thank you so much for all of these questions. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do me a big favor, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get more videos just like this. Please follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna go and leave all of the information in the description box below. So I'm gonna see you guys for another decade, 2 decades. As long as there's good content, good restaurants, I'm gonna go and keep on making videos for all of you. So thank you so much. You know, this channel really wouldn't be anything without all of you. So from the bottom of my heart, damn man, I get kind of emotional sometimes. So just thank you so much. I'll see you guys next week.